Hello, everybody on the stream or in the Student Life Center. Welcome to the second week of competition for Super Smash Brothers for SVSU. First match here is the C team going up against St. Peter's. If I'm not mistaken. Thank you to anybody from that university in the stream. Happy to have you. Good luck, have fun. Going in as I am here. My name is Andrew with my co-caster.
Hello, my name is Isaac. I'm happy to be here.
And we're Isaac. Happy to see new faces. First time on the mic here. Good to have you. Good to have you. Going into the second match here. So sorry we didn't get to see that first one, or we didn't get to talk over it. Some couple of technical difficulties. Apologies for that. Getting into it though. SVSU down 3 stocks. St. Peter's 7. That looks like we took 2 stocks off the initial hero. The Steve now going in Pyramithra. Now, I'm not quite sure how this works. It's a team battle, so each person has 3 stocks. I mean, each team, 3 people, have 9 stocks in total. So we took 2 stocks. Now we're on our second person. They still have their first person with 1 stock left. That's why you saw him SD. So we got down to that 1 stock. A bit of an explosive match here. You can see Hero, the sword character with the bandana, versus Pyron Mithra, kind of a dual fighter here that can switch between. Solid stuff from St. Peter's, getting that snooze into F-Smash. Very beautiful stuff here. Interesting matchup. Pyron Mithra very fast. Both these characters do have swords, but it's kind of a slow swordy versus a quick swordy. Although Hero does have some interesting projectiles. I mean, what is your experience with Hero? I know there's a lot of contentious. People kind of split on Hero. What do you think?
I haven't played much of Ultimate, so I can't really comment on Hero, but, you know, if they're getting the job done, they've already took 1 stock, even though they're only up 1, so, you know, I definitely could big win if they can kill with their favor, but...
The unfortunate thwack there, that move will randomly kill, and the chance gets higher the more percent that the person getting hit with it has. Of course, the percent you can see goes up as you get hit, and the goal is to launch the other person off the stage. If you're a little bit newer to Smash, the snooze, though Pyron gets out the side B in time, kind of stall, and still do that. Gets out without taking too much damage at all there. Just trying to find that kill. Starting to get into higher percents. Start to get a little bit deadly. Both trying to find that F smash. They're doing their best, still alive. So far, this hero has taken, what, 5 stocks off of SVSU. Trying to find it. Struggling here. But going for another one of those whacks. Trying to find that kill. Tough situation. Both characters can struggle to get back. A little bit interesting. Oh, solid stuff there. St. Peter's getting another player off of SVSU. Skill. Finding the 3-0 there onto Capital for SVSU. This will be a little bit of a deficit for the Cardinals to try to dig their way out of, but definitely possible. Seems they just have a bit of a struggle here with this hero. There's still a lot of match left to play. Here you can see the stage list once again. Now, you might see how they all kind of look similar. Well, when the higher in level you get in the game, the more the different size of the stage matters. Some characters, as we said, the goal is to get them off the blast zone. Some stages have like a higher blast zone, so it'll be harder to launch somebody off the top. And so characters will, depending on which way they like to send you off the stage, that can impact. So we have to go through this banning process, try to make sure that not one stage is getting played on all the time, so everybody kind of can get an advantage or disadvantage. Adds another mind game to the scene, to playing the game. So we got Battlefield, Hollow, and Kalos here. Those will be winner bans 3, and then the loser will pick the next stage. So these are St. Peter's bans. Kind of interesting. Hero is a bit of a mixed bag character. Can kind of do a little bit of everything. He can kind of stay away and throw his projectiles. He can be a little bit closer ranged with his sword, but I'd say he probably wants a bit bigger of a stage. Hollow and Battlefield, definitely smaller stages. And Kalos might just have, as we talk about blast zones, might just not have good blast zones for Hero here. It's definitely. Oh, maybe there's a bit of an issue. Kalos might be getting removed. Not quite sure. Interesting stuff. Now, if you had to pick favorite stage. It doesn't have to be one of these nostalgic stage. I know I have my answer. Favorite stage. I know you played a lot of Brawl, you said.
Yes, but just because I play a lot of Brawl doesn't mean I can even remember stage names. But I'm gonna be basic. You can't beat Final Destination. Okay?
Final Destination is great. That's a great stage. Happens to be Tournament League. There's an old meme, Fox, no items. Fox did a, or was it Fox only FD, no items? Yeah. Bit of a little competitive meme there. I gotta say Temple, the Link stage, the Legend of Zelda stage, classic stage. Oh my god. New Pork City as well, just a classic. A little bit too big for this. Some characters can just run away, so we have to make it a little bit smaller stages than Temple.
Okay, what is the one that was on
I think I know. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I can't put my finger on
that
it.
one was so annoying.
Speaking of big, this isn't necessarily the biggest stage. A little bit more compact. Kinda seems to be favoring. Can't quite get away there.
Already down stock.
Hero with the magic burst. Solid stuff. Man, this hero, they just can't find the kill on him. He seems to be doing a very good job of managing his spells, taking his time, and not taking disadvantageous fights. He does have a sword, so he has range, but it is slow. So if he misses a sword move, he can be punished for it. So kind of taking his time. Villager as well does have projectiles, but at some point has to get in and take this stuff. Can't really kill with their projectiles. We'll see. Trying to put the pressure on. As you can see, MP, that's how much magic the hero has, and many things that he uses, except the sword attacks use that. Villager, noticing that he doesn't have that, trying to rush in and force the engagement while he's low on mana. Up here. Didn't find the kill. Got him up to 9%. Anything could take down this hero at this point. Snooze trying to find a lot of value on that Snooze so far. Puts the enemy to sleep for a short time and hit them with a big move. Follow-up. That's trying to use their projectiles, not quite finding it. Maybe finding some pressure. Almost got it. Smash almost got it. Trying to get in there. Really getting up to 9%. That bounce reflects projectiles. That's going to be really bad against the Villager. Although it might not matter if these turnips are all finding the up air and down air. They're in a bad spot. There goes. Oh, there goes the ball. Boom. Finally finding it. SB taking out the first player for St. Peter's. That was definitely a difficult one for them. We'll see what St. Peter's has got next. See if it's more of the same, might be tough for Sagno. Might have to really change up their strategies, change up characters, or something like that. We'll see. Going back to stage list here. Now SVSU will get to ban 3, and the next player for St. Peter's will get to pick the stage. Pick the stage here. Villager, again, bit of a projectile user. Kind of likes to stay away, but definitely can get in and do some damage. That jab, you just get caught in there forever. It's pretty brutal. Villager just keeps punching in front of him and doesn't knock you away until like pretty much ever. So bans coming there. Final Destination, Town and City, and Smashville. Final Destination and Smashville, definitely smaller stages, and Town, I believe, has blast zones that Villager doesn't quite like. And there's also a bit of a comfort thing. If you're just used to a certain size stage, then might just be where you want to go. And at this point in competition, when the nerves can get high, you might just want a stage you're familiar with, as opposed to what might be quote-unquote best for your character. But you can definitely see.
You don't want the nerves to make you act, not irrationally, but make moves that you normally wouldn't make. So I think it would be best to go for comfort rather than your best statistical way to do it. Because if you're comfortable, you're going to be at your best compared to having the best statistics, but then being all nervous. When you're nervous, you mess up. And this is now a situation where SVSU found only 2 stocks left, while St. Peter's has full 2 people left that can play. So it's going to be interesting.
Couldn't have put it better myself. Now we got the K-roll from St. Peter's. This is definitely a comfort stage for a lot of people, as we were talking about. A little bit smaller, got those pretty normal platforms there. getting into it. Both characters, again, do have some projectiles, and both do have some interesting close-range options. He will a very heavy character, so he might be able to get hit easier, but he will last longer. He will not get launched off as far as with
Here, very tanky. Get projectiles when hit.
Yeah, he does not go nearly as far, so it's harder to put him in a disadvantaged position like off the stage. As we see now he's got to get back from this ledge. Villager's having a field day, almost dropping a bowling ball on him, trying to get there, that F smash. Trying to make it work, and does get the hit with the axe, I believe, through the tree.
That was very good.
Very, pretty much, yeah. Yeah, ledge trapping, guarding pretty much. Back again, being off the stage is not what you want, though. Villager has that pocket ability. He can hold on to one projectile, throws it back right in Cable's face. Underbust, cannonball. Oh, getting a lot of damage. Villager is a pretty light character. Can get hit pretty hard. Almost taking that stock. Definitely winning so far. Has taken a stock on Cable. Still managed to pull on to this first one. Very good stuff. Just finally losing his first stock. SVSU down to 1. 5 to go. We've definitely seen a lot worse odds. We've seen some 7 stocks. We've seen 9 stocks taken from one player. We've seen even through this first week before this. We saw a couple almost fighting. The edge guarding is absolutely crazy right now. This Cable just cannot get back. Drops the bowling ball. The F smash. Now, close match right here. Beautiful stuff from Patches. Now, again, those projectiles are slow for those characters, but if you throw a slow projectile, you can run along with it and be a second threat, or take the time to do what Ash is doing here, planting a tree. If he can get this, it looks like potentially, and there we go from Patches, only losing 1, taking out a full player for St. Peter's. Beautiful, exactly what you want to see. Couldn't put it better myself. Heck of a comeback. Now down 1 to 3. So Patches will have 1 more stock going into St. Peter's final kind of player here.
What was interesting with that one is how they were mostly ledge guarding for a lot of it. Like they even flip-flopped a bit, which I think made it more kind of exciting because you didn't know who would take the upper hand.
I agree. That was definitely a fun match. You might say, oh, just throwing projectiles across the stage can be lame, but no, when you have these really intricate traps, like when your projectiles are really slow, you have to plan around them. And we saw the Lloyd rocket, that tan brown fire hydrant from Villager, and the cannonball from Cable. It makes it more of an interesting, makes it more of a trap. It's more of a mind game, and we definitely saw some interesting extended edge guarding there from both players. Good match to watch indeed. Good match to watch.
And Villager wasn't playing like aimlessly throwing projectiles. We saw forethought with like planting the trees and also dropping to the little balls as well. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't just like spamming the rocket. They had forethought into it.
There's a lot of thought that can go into any character. The better you get, the more thought that goes into it. We see very good stuff from Patches. Definitely a strong player for SVSU. Fighting the final one here. We got the DDD. Gotta take 2. Run across the stage. Saying hi to the big penguin with the hammer. Funny penguin man. I gotta say, personal favorite. King DDD is definitely a fun one. Here, players getting into it. Starting off with the neutral B, using the vortex sonic thing. You can see again, DDD is another character with one of those big, slow projectiles that he has to plan around and can kind of use. Getting a lot of initial damage. So far, hasn't taken much. He's gonna have to dig himself out of a hole. Every bit of damage that he takes is gonna matter a lot more than any damage he takes. He has to get to a lot more in terms of stocks. Getting his footing here, getting a little bit of damage, but definitely taking a lot. Spawn. We're gonna see. As we see, DDD has a lot of ways to play around that. Gordo, a spiky ball. Again, has that neutral B pocket. Pick up a Gordo and throw it back at a later time.
Especially since Gordo's hit DDD as well. They're not just
true, unlike a lot of other projectiles, DDD's Gordos can be hit back at him. Another layer of mind game that he has to be aware of. And so far, they've gotten a lot of damage just riding that rocket back, trying to get that neutral position. For the kills here, again, DDD is one of the heaviest characters in the game, so it'll be to take a lot more damage before being able to get launched off, although he is starting to get, once you get above 100, most characters are in threat of being killed. Although the up B harder to react to in a bit of an online scenario, but that would be the first match for St. Peter's taking for SVSU, though. A beautiful performance from Patches, finding, I believe, what was it? They started at 7, so 4 stocks for 3, something like that. Very solid performance from him.
Definitely.
And we saw, it seems both teams kind of had a bit of a star player. SVSU Patches put in a lot of work, finding a lot of kills, getting a lot of stocks there, being somewhat of a rock for the team, and the hero for St. Peter's doing a very good job, just in general, taking almost more than half of the stocks for St. Peter's.
I bet you if they had not been able to kill the hero, they probably would have lost, and it would have been probably 7-0 for stocks, because he was just going crazy. And luckily they were able to get him out without losing too many, to where they made mostly a comeback. You know, there's nothing Patches could have done with that. I think they did perfectly. You know, but that's just how the dice rolls or whatever.
Yeah. When your teammate gives you that much of a lead, it is a lot less pressure. And that is a big thing. Even if Patches was able to take the same amount of stocks, and if he got like last stock, that's so much more pressure because he has to work under the knowledge that he's the last one for that team. The hero had the advantage of, hey, even if I don't take this stock, there's still a lot of match to play. And I think that's a lot of pressure off the shoulders. You know,
but do you think, with how the hero got them down so few stocks, that it maybe could have, probably didn't, but in ultimate reality, I think it could have potentially affected the other 2 teammates and made them be a bit too relaxed because of how the stocks were?
There's something to be said. And I think that's going to be competitor to competitor, but that's a really good point. Some people, when they have such a lead, it can be a better thing or a worse thing to have such a thing. Sometimes it can be, oh, I can't mess up such a good lead or whatnot. So it can kind of go either way. It definitely can go either way. Bit of a player-to-player thing. I know I personally do. If I'm committing, I tend to do best going more towards the start. I tend to prefer that.
Now these matches are best of 3, correct? So SVSU still has definitely a fighting chance. They're not going to be given up. So it's going to be interesting how this next match goes, because either St. Peter's gets a win or SVSU ties it up, and then the final match will be the tiebreaker. So I'm definitely excited going into this, especially with Hero being first again. Because he went very crazy last match. So SVSU definitely now knows they have to take out Hero probably as soon as possible.
My thought would try to do, and we did see the Steve ready to start take 2 stocks off the hero, and for the second player, Fireman didn't manage to take the last one. So it seems to just be a struggle matchup for SVSU. Higher Mithril player not finding what they needed against St. Peter. So maybe they want to throw in either the Steve or something else to try to counter the hero. And so the Pyrometric player can find another duel there. Looks like already in game here. Finding that first stock there. St. Peter's doing a good job doing the hero doing what the hero does best. Already finding a lot of damage. And again, Steve, though, bit of an interesting character. He can mine to get items. Oh, get a diamond, but hero with an incredible, I believe that was Bang is the move. He has about 30 moves on his down B that he can throw out, a bunch of magic spells. Managing to get that kill because SVSU Goofus was too high in the blast zone. He got sent up just a little bit further to get nothing. Spot now in a bit of a deficit, but definitely has potential. St. Peter up 1% or down 1%. That's a lot more. It's a little bit tough. That Psych up there, that I believe the next attack or the next few will get a damage boost. It's not going to matter. He doesn't have much magic left. He does need that to recover. See, going for a bit of a trap. He can also place blocks, but there goes the F smash from St. Peter's, finding the kill there. Will be a little bit interesting of a battle from here. I'm very interested to see what they do next. Taking a bit of time here talking to the team. Looks like they are still in high spirits, trying to figure out a game plan here. Going to be going into this next match with some game plans, some things to do. Should be a good one to watch.
Now, I've not played Steve personally, but isn't it doesn't he get better weapons by mining? So isn't that kind of a bit of a drawback that he has to mine, which leaves him open to attack to be able to do better damage?
This is true. To make up for that, he can place blocks anywhere on the screen. So one game plan that Steve has is he can sort of build a wall between him and his opponent. He also has a projectile or two, and hide behind the wall to mine items. And then when he does get like the diamond items, he becomes very strong. One of the most, if not the most powerful character in the game. He starts off a little bit weaker, but he definitely has that as his bit of a game plan. So here we go.
So it seems SVSU just swap patches from third to second instead of third to last.
Yep, trying to, I think, really go for the, put the two Titans against each other, so the hero can't really take all of the stock from the team. As we saw both of our other players for SVSU struggling against him a little bit, they might just need to play against the other two players for St. Peter's. We'll see if patches can sort of nullify this hero. A bit of damage early on, but tying it back up. Very close match so far. Both these characters, again, kind of like to stay at range. But Hero does have a sword. Let's put it out. Hero does have a sword. Here. Getting those jabs. Again, those jabs can put on a lot of damage. And get you off stage pretty easily. Scramble situation. Both players really trying to just keep the pressure on each other, fighting someone in that mid-range. Really brawling it out. Good job. SVSU either needs to spend time running away and letting Hero use all of his mana, or simply needs to get in there and not give him the time to use his spells. Oh, there's a critical hit! Hero, on all of his smash attacks, which are big charge moves that every character has, he has a 1 in 8 chance of getting a critical hit, which do, I believe, like twice the damage and knockback. Let's take the first stock hit. And finding a spike, we'll see. Bill does have an incredible recovery, though, managing to make it all the way back down from that bottom blast zone. Although Hero is in a very good spot. I believe he has the either Psych Up or Room, and another one powering up his attacks. And there's the shield break. St. Peter's onto patches. That'll be another stock for them. Back down to 1 before he could even take 1. So he's in the wrong spot here. Trying to find any sort of opening that he can get. Trying to use all the tools. He's got the tree, he's got the Lloyd rocket, he's got the slingshot projectiles. St. Peter's doing a very good job weaving around them. Not taking too terribly much damage, although it does add up over the course of a full match. And there it is with the dash, that call out, almost finding the field, get the final spark with the TI. And the sizzle snipe, one of his down B spells. That will be 6 stocks gone for SVSU, 1 player left versus 9. Not what you want to see. Only 1 left. We'll see. Cap Wolf, the final character here. The final player for SVSU. We're gonna see what the bans are. Interesting. Hero, not necessarily the most common character in this game, especially at the high level, but his ability to kind of sit back and use spells does favor him a little bit more in an online scenario. He also has those big slow sword attacks that are very powerful and are harder to dodge when there's a little extra lag from the online setting.
Now, I have a question.
I might be wrong about this. With heroes' different skins, are there any differences between the specific hero skin, or are they all just the same straight through?
Question. They are not, but they definitely look different amounts of cool. And you know what? I'll say that's important. I'll say that's important. If you're trying to fight this like big neon highlighter and you like can't see because it's so blindingly silly colored, that'll be harder to fight. And if you're fighting a very cool character, that's intimidating. If you fight a very cool skin, but no, there are not necessarily. There are some cosmetic differences for Olimar. He will instead be his name will be changed to Alf for some of his skins. That is a side character in his game that he can use as a skin. I believe for Bowser Jr., all of his skins will be the different Koopalings. Yeah. So those will also be announced differently by the announcer.
In fact, I actually main Iggy as mine.
There you go. There you go. Good stuff. Good stuff. Potentially final match here for SVSU. 3 stocks to 9. It will be all up to Capital, or Capital to take all 3 of these final stocks here. All 9 of these final stocks. Going to the hero. Hero doing what he does best. Taking his time, waiting back. Really doing a good job with these spells. Again, he does a very good job. Although he has a limited amount of them, it always seems like he has one active. He does a good job of having just enough in between time using his sword and other attacks to draw or wait just enough time. Then he can use another spell intermittently. Oh, taking out the Crackle Slasher, that's a big hit. Comes the Magic Burst, might do it, although that uses all of his remaining MP. Will be in a tough spot, won't get to use most of his other things, including his recovery to get back to the stage. So if Capo manages to put him off, could be in a tough spot. Just to take a little bit more here. Both finding some damage, no stocks taken so far. Reaching over to the Pyra, finds the F-Smash, there we go. Capo taking the first one. Again, Pyra and Mythra, kind of a dual character. They have virtually the same moves, but Pyra has a much bigger sword and hits much harder but slower. Good stuff from Capo. Knowing when to switch between the fast Mythra and the deadly Pyra is a very important part of playing the dual character. Hero not finding the big side view there. Doesn't have much mana left. Oh, goes for the thwack. Find it. Capo has spent a lot of time off stage in rough spot. You don't want to be off because you have to come back eventually. Gravity will pull you into the blast zone if you do not come back. So it is somewhat of a advantageous position to be in. Trying to find the snooze, trying to put Capo to sleep. Does finally find the option call out the anti-air. There. Good stuff. Anything you've noticed so far? Anything that I'm not seeing? You have not been watching. It can be tough. Matches can go fast, especially with the Mythra. Mythra is a very fast character, being hard to keep up with. That is a definite. That is a definite. You're going for the big call out, hoping that Capo will drop shield and run into it. Doing a very good time. Very good job keeping himself alive there. Going to the command menu, goes for the bounce that will reflect Pyra's side B if SVSU decides to switch over to the Tyrant on the Mythra. Hopefully you want to get the opponent up to a high percent so the harder hitting Pyra attacks. Always seems like the hero is on low MP, but always seems to be able to have enough for a spell. Does a very good job with his mana management. Little projectile Sis coming out there. You can read what he's going for over his hero. Select screen finding the kill. Capital up in the game so far. If you want to take this, that will be huge. Grab, good stuff. You're getting the damage. Now you do a little bit more damage when you have a lot of percent yourself. Oh, and the snooze there off stage falls into the blast zone and falls asleep. What a play from Hero. Definitely a hero moment.
Now that even if Pyra do win this, they do have a little battle, but I think they're going to do it with the Spirit first.
Definitely an option. This hero is kind of a star for the St. Peter's team, putting in so much work. You see, still seem to be a bit of a struggle for Capital. Does find the smash read. St. Peter's taking game 2. That'll be the match for them as well. Losing 2 stocks, taking out 9. Very good match for St. Peter. SVSU C team. Good performance, definitely overall.
Definitely see why they lead with Hero.
Definitely see why they lead with Hero. Very solid stuff. Teams doing a very good job of trying to play around each other, but in the end, Hero, they did find what they needed. It's kind of, I believe the real threat was going to be the villager. It did seem to be that to an extent, but once they couldn't take that last stock from Hero, that was kind of really an uphill battle. But good stuff from both teams. I believe the B team match is already going, so we'll see if we can get that on stream or not. And the A team match, if I can't get the B team stream up, can't move switches over, then the A team will be at 9. So we will either be back for that, or we will see you in just a second for the B team match.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to it. Looks like we've got Sora against Mario. this matchup.
I have not played this ultimate, so I can't really comment on it.
Yep. There we go. First stock for SVSU. Looks like it's pretty close so far, though.
Definitely more of a stock anytime.
Yup. Quite gonna do it. Sora's gonna come in there pretty easily. Mario's got him in the corner. He's gonna be looking for that care. Maybe a forward that's like feeling cheeky. But it looks like he's just giving up a little bit of space in the corner. He's really gonna struggle to get this kill unless he knows where he needs to land this kill. Meanwhile, it looks like our Sora short hopping around, spacing those back airs. Really keeping him out, playing some games. It's the way you want to play when you're trying not to get killed. Cracking on some damage. Looks like the second stock of Mario is disappearing pretty quickly. And there it goes.
Last stock, but he has a lot of damage, so he definitely still has some purple.
Yup. Recovery. Always a free recovery for it's like.
Would you say Sora?
I think so. Not only does it come back from anywhere really, but it's really hard to get in the way of, edge guard. Mario finally takes that first stock. But looks like Sora's still very much so ahead. Mario's gonna have to work hard even just to get this next stock away. He's definitely gonna have to close it out a lot earlier.
Definitely, because it doesn't matter how much damage Sora has, as long as it's good.
Crazy spike out of nowhere! A lot closer. Mario's feeling really good about that. Even if he loses this stock, he's able to take the next one. I mean,
it would only be 7-6 compared to 6.
exactly.
Which is way better.
All of a sudden, this is an exciting game. Looks like SVSU Sora might be playing some good kill here. Whiffing up B's, dropping side B's right down. Yeah, he's playing scared.
This means he wants to check that last stock.
Definitely. Play his normal game, otherwise. Oh, yeah. It's dangerous. There it is. Right, what a game.
Fight for Mario in a direction.
Yup. Don't see too many forward air spikes these days. Especially just out of forward throw. I think that's what set it up. Oh, cool. If I'm remembering correctly, what's the name of the school? Is it Friar? They what is it? They have a Mario, a K rule.
I believe I just saw a Captain Falcon, if I saw it correctly.
Okay. Huh. I don't think we'd be able to see their pick yet, right? Or did we?
I saw one like towards the left. It looked like Captain Falcon.
Gotcha. That might have been the spectator booth. We'll see. We'll see. I think it's like Villager, K Rule. No. Yes. Villager, K Rule, and Mario. Potentially. Then I'm going to Final Destination. Yep. And we're on Battlefield Triplat. Interesting.
Because I remember in the last match when they did it, it was only the 2 platforms, not the triple.
Yep. Definitely changes a lot up. Makes characters like Mario a lot stronger, but we know we're not going to see that. I think Sora likes it a bit, but wonder who they're tossing in then. All right, it's the K. Okay. He's going to be looking to land a lot of platform shenanigans dropping through in the cannon. Anything like SVSU's local K.
Now, do you think Sora's gonna have trouble with Hero because he's so tanky and reliable defense-wise, or do you think he'll be good if
You're good. I'm not certain. I know Sora has a lot of combos that are going to be a lot easier to hit on something such big body. It looks like... Wow, there might be some connection to this game. That's unfortunate.
It did look
I'd say the biggest challenge is probably going to be super armor stuff like that. Characters with swords really want to. Wow. You know, maybe when one of them has one stock, we start talking about the game a little sooner. What's happening?
Well, now it's tied 6-6, so it's not too detrimental.
Yep. SVSU still gets to counterpick that K rule, and out of the players they have left, I'm willing to bet, if I had to guess, we're gonna see Cloud. Maybe. I'm not entirely certain. I give it a 60% chance we see Cloud here.
So it really depends on how they want to take it.
Because we have one on the B team, this team who's playing right now for SVSU. We have 3 players today, 2 of which, including the one who just played, had a lot of experience. Were here in past semesters playing against our K-Roll players. Really, really good. And we have one new player who's also very good, but might not have that same experience specifically against K-Roll. So even though we normally have a structure where Cloud / Bowser likes to anchor, it is a difficult decision.
Definitely. So it's however they want to tackle this second half of the match. If they want to lead with Cloud to get rid of K-Roll first, or do they want to let the newbie go first? So it's interesting.
Yep. It's just who's comfortable with what. Personally, I think I'd be tossing the Cloud out right now. That matchup experience is vital, especially for potentially going to be playing in a bit of a shaky online environment. Where knowledge oftentimes ends up being more important than skill, you know?
Definitely, I definitely believe that sentiment. If you could know how to make an omelet, but if you still make it and it's burnt because you haven't learned the experience of making it, it'll be better.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think from what you're saying, Cloud would definitely be the better pick to go, because with the experience, he's more likely to clinch a win, or at least knock off a stock or two if he doesn't beat the K roll.
Yep. I don't know though. I guess we'll find out here shortly.
Definitely gonna be interesting to see what happens. Now, since the K roll won, they get to block or
Ban
ban
stages.
3 stages. So, depending on what they ban, what do you think would be the best stage for Cloud specifically of the ones that are here?
That is a tough question that I should know the answer to and do not.
I don't either, but
Yeah.
well, do you think would Cloud be, because I haven't played Cloud, is he more of an up close fighter or a far away fighter?
He's got a big old sword, so he likes to keep people away.
Okay, so which stage do you think gives him the best ability to keep people back? Like the biggest stage?
Stage size doesn't really play in all that much. They're all a similar enough size. It's typically actually the platforms that people are worried about. Because the platforms, for example, so Cloud really likes to toss up airs, right? He doesn't necessarily combo with them, he wants to prevent people from landing. When there are platforms on a stage, that's just extra options when they're in the air. That makes it a lot more difficult for Cloud to just keep spamming his up airs. So I'd say he probably wants to avoid platforms, especially high platforms, is my guess. There's also lots of other stuff that plays into it as well.
there's blast zones, there's also who they're playing against, K Rule. K Rule, sometimes, it depends on how the K Rule plays. And we only saw one stock, I can't really speak for this K Rule too much, but some K Rules really like platforms like ours, and some really hate them and just want to toss their projectiles. So it's really difficult to say. I almost feel that stage picks don't play into this matchup nearly as much as um, with other characters. Actually, it seems like there's benefits and downsides for each character here.
Mhm. So it'll truly be interesting to see how this goes, since from what you explained, the stage pretty much doesn't matter because it just really depends. So this will be truly interesting to see
Mhm.
how the pieces fall.
Yep. I'm sure the stages do matter, just less so than other characters. For example, Mario, who really wants to carry you off the top on stages with 3 platforms or high platform, or Sheik on Smashville, trying to take advantage of those low side blast zones. Could be something like that too. Maybe Cloud really wants to kill this limit cross slash off the side, so he picks Smashville, and Smashville is banned. All right, Smashville, Town and City, and Hollow Bastion. Seems like I actually, huh? What are these bans doing? Because Smashville has small side blast zones. I thought Town and City had a small ceiling. Hollow Bass. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I don't think. But we'll see where we're going. Battlefield. Go to a triplat. So what I said was completely wrong. If Cloud's playing, that is.
If Cloud's playing, true. We don't know if Cloud's playing or not. We were talking if he was picked, but it could be the other characters.
Could be the other player has quite a few. Yep, there it is.
Okay, there it is.
Good decision. So I have no idea what I'm talking about. I thought Cloud wouldn't like trying that.
Well, this will make it more interesting.
Yep.
2, 1, go!
It's going to be a lot of trying to prevent, first off, juggling Cable. But second, trying to prevent him from punish him for using projectiles, stuff like that, without letting him get in really close, land grabs, stuff like that. Trying to play this range probably towards the end of Cloud's sword, as opposed to right next to him or any further away. Oh, match has been going.
So it,
Why did you walk there? Okay, I'm confused. But here we are. Cloud's got K-Roll in the corner. K-Roll's at 76. Bit of a reversal there. Ooh. Wasn't sure he was going to make it back. Back air off the edge. Like SVSU is really trying to land that forward air. But like I said, keeping him in the air. It looks like this K-Roll might struggle a little bit in that position too. Maybe Monarch Glove. Lots of full pops. Almost. Out of shield. All of a sudden, K-Roll is at very high percent.
3-1. Of course, though, Cloud just won a damage, so Hero could easily take another stock, which...
Yup. Top of limit once again. Cross slash incoming. Now. Oh. It looks. Oh man, he was going for that the whole time. That wouldn't have even killed. I gotta make fun of this man later. Okay, he's not dead. Yup. And there it goes. Yeah. Nice and clean 2 stocks.
Okay, so SVSU is of course, this is off the last match. It can be a lot of... They can always have a big comeback.
Sure, for sure.
So,
It is very, very, very difficult from this position. I can tell you that much, though.
so it's interesting. What 3 stages do you think SVSU would ban from this? Because it's Cloud versus the last person.
Not Battlefield because they chose to go there. It's Villager. Last player I think should be Villager player, which means Final Destination should be banned. You want platforms to have extra options to get away from projectiles, to get in a little easier. Probably also want to ban maybe Smashville. I can't say for certain. Definitely Kalos too. There's no platforms on the middle of the stage, so you can't really mess around with that. I'd say those are probably the two. Most and FT's left on the table. We ban Kalos, Small Battlefield, and Yoshi's. Wonder why that is.
Hey guys, we're gonna be hopping over to day team stream since
Okay.
day team starts here in 6 minutes. So I guess if you want to let Twitch chat know.
All right, I think they know now. All right. So if you guys heard that, we're actually going to be moving over to the A team competition here in a second. Unfortunately, we weren't able to have 2 streams this time, so we switched over to the B team as soon as we were done watching the C team. But A team's starting here in a sec. So
good luck, B team.
yep, I'm sure they'll have this.
This is still their first match, correct? Or is this a second or third one?
This is definitely B team's first match. They were a little slow to start, I think. I'm not sure. Either way, A team should be interesting.
Who are they facing?
No clue. But I really enjoy watching this A team. There's lots of character diversity, lots of interesting play styles, to say the least. So should be exciting. Got some explosive players, some explosive characters. Some low tier heroes.
Although Episoft Hero in the C team match, they can kind of carry. Hero.
Yeah.
C team, they can kind of carry.
Yeah, definitely.
It's gonna be interesting.
Oh, sorry. I said low tier hero. That's just someone who plays a low tier character at like a high level. Yeah. Not the character hero.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, we don't have any pocket heroes on that team, but who knows?
You never know. Are we still on the B stream?
They're getting it moved over right now. What we're actually on is a completely different screen. When we move over. So they're probably getting the same switch set up for the A team's match right now. And we're just chilling on the screen.
Just chilling. Like a villain.
Like a hero. But if that first game showed us, or that first match showed us anything, Hero's not chilling.
Definitely not, especially
Hero.
with the second match. Hero like took the whole team stock, which is crazy.
Hero's not chilling. Hero's killing.
He like scoffed when someone said chill.
Yep.
How are we doing in the chat? This little intermission.
What's your favorite video game?
I would probably have to be basic person and say Pokemon.
Pokemon. You got a specific game?
Uh, hmm. I've been playing since Gen 5, but
Mm.
I would have to say probably either Gen 9 or Gen 7. I put the most hours in Gen 7, but I
Mhm.
think Gen 9 is just a good game, aside from, the horrible performance issues.
Yeah. Always happy to hear someone had an enjoyable time with Gen 9. They had a lot of good ideas. In concept, it's definitely the best Pokemon game they've released in a very, very, very long time. But, oh boy.
Performance issues. Ooh.
Yeah. I had some friends where it was unplayable at portions. Just not fun to watch. But yeah.
So you, of course, play Smash as well.
I do.
What type of characters do you mainly play?
So I am a bit of a masochist, and I exclusively, despite the fact that I don't really enjoy dedicating time to it in that way, I always end up gravitating towards like the most complex characters. So right now I'm playing Lucas. He's got lots of cool tech. It's just fun to move around with him. Yeah, but I don't play too much Smash Ultimate. These days it's been lots and lots of Tekken.
Let's see. I of course played Smash for 12 years, though not the best at it.
Mm.
In Brawl, I mainly played Kirby.
Mm.
But then once the fourth one came out for Switch and Wii U, I expanded. But now I mainly play Iggy because he's fun to troll with, and then my brothers say I'm really good with Simon.
All right. Looks like we got some bands showing up. FD is off the table. Interesting. I feel like that's normally one of the first bans. FD can be a really polarizing stage, considering every other legal stage has some platforms. The one that doesn't, sometimes with certain characters, you can feel like you're playing another game, especially if you're dealing with a Steve.
Yes. Because he could just very easily wall you out from being able to get him. Right.
Definitely. And he can also, he has lots of crazy, crazy combos that I don't think he likes having platforms.
Do.
For example, carrying you across the stage with some jabs. So these bands are going a little slow.
Yeah, surprisingly, I only have one so far. So if this is our first match, who gets to ban first?
I think uh, normally in a tournament it'd be like rock, paper, scissors for it. But I'm not sure what they do for ECAC. It doesn't matter too much. These initial bans are decided on, or the way it's set up is to try and make it as equal as possible. So the first person bans one, second person bans two, and then the last person gets to pick among the remaining stages. So they essentially get to ban one more. So each team gets two bans here. The next two stages to go are Battlefield and Smashville. And it seems like we're going to PS2, the classic starter stage. Doesn't seem to really benefit too many characters or hinder any others. Nice little two-plat thing. No top platform to get you killed. And it looks like SVSU has sent our K-Roll up to start against a pit. Just a little button check. Looks like... They might end up killing themselves at the end of this, just so they can start over to the match. We'll see though. Yeah, definitely it's not a real match, is it?
Is it?
They're going for it. Okay. Okay, no. Thank God. I was
Okay.
about to say
Like, what is going on?
that was some trickery if that was a real match.
Definitely. Did someone take a bribe?
This sounds like there's some screaming in the other room. I wonder what's going on.
Definitely.
All right. So I think the bands hold. I wonder if someone just didn't have the right controls. Looks like the other team might have done something wrong. Either way. It'll probably be the same character and same stage. Well, no, they're selecting a character right now. It's probably gonna be the... Oh, I don't like this. They swap characters on this.
Hmm.
Oh well. Either way, K rules up first. Yep.
Versus Sephiroth.
Hmm.
How do you think this fares for K. Rool?
I think K Rule probably struggles with the sword a bit.
3, 2, 1.
We'll see though. Sephiroth obviously has some very good range. The ability to just sort of pressure with the side B. That counter is unbelievably messed up as well. But you know, K Rule's got his projectiles. Nothing else. Able to keep the sword at bay, but it seems like a bit of a struggle so far in this match. A little up air. It's pretty even so far. Sephiroth's on the ledge. Sephiroth is dead. Okay.
First stock took the SVSU.
Quick little 25. Stock seems to be going by awfully quickly for this Sephiroth. Damage has been racked up very, very fast. And this K roll is just staying alive. Yep.
Okay.
Quick little forward tilt, just covering space at the ledge. Catching him trying to move in. Sephiroth at the magic percent. Seems like Sephiroth is really just trying to hold that mid-stage, and K-Rool's just tossing projectiles just out of that range Sephiroth wants to stand at. Sephiroth isn't really willing to close in on that corner. I say as he closes in on that corner. Stocks are even, K-Rool's cornered, and all of a sudden Sephiroth is now in the one-winged state, if I'm seeing things correctly, and staying on ledge. Is he? Yep. This means he has... Wow. Amazing forward smash there. Doesn't quite kill. Sephiroth now has 3 jumps, is a little bit faster. Can be a little bit more difficult to deal with, and a lot more difficult to Keep out projectiles. Really seems like K-Rool spent 90% of this game in the corner, but somehow has been playing really well out of it. A little bit of a suicide. All right. Last stock, 0%. Here we go.
This means that Hero does win. That's right. Okay.
Yep. Holding center stage. Yup. Sephiroth out of the corner. They're just brawling at this point. All that careful play from before seems to be out the window. Theme of this game has been K-Rool getting in and dealing lots and lots of percent, and then just playing on the back foot. But things have been working out for him. Looks like if he can get this kill here pretty soon, Sephiroth can die to any hit, really. Still needs to rack up a little more percent. Scary times. That up B is... He doesn't die for it. Oh, counter! It went the other way, and Sephiroth died?
Wow.
I guess the counter took so long to recover, he just dropped off the edge. Whoa.
So, do you think that suicide mission by K-Rool was a good choice?
I think it worked out. Can't say... I'm sure he didn't want to die there, but, you know, it ended up working out all right. Can't blame the choice. But yeah, K-Rool, 1 stock. Gonna try and take out at least one more of these stocks. The next player up. As for stage picks, I know what K-Rool, and there it goes. Final Destination is gone. Oh, nope, those were not the band. Those were the bands?
Those are
No.
the bands. Yeah. Maybe so.
These are the same as the starter band.
Are they still doing the same bands?
It might be. Guess we'll find out. Makes sense. I mean, you keep the same stage bands. As long as you don't want to ban any of the counter picks, you just pick this. Wait, that makes no sense. No, these are definitely the bands. I'm being silly.
It's okay to be a little silly sometimes. So, with these ones banned, do we know what the next character is for the team?
No clue.
Definitely not. So, we can't really guess what they might pick. This is definitely going to be interesting.
Mm-hmm. And we go to Small Battlefield. I wonder what that says about the next character pick. We'll find out here in a second.
Small Battlefield has 2 platforms.
Just like Pokemon Stadium 2, the stage we just played on. The difference being Small Battlefield is a little bit smaller with the blast zones, if I'm remembering correctly. It's going to be a bit of a chaotic stage. Don't know which blast zones, though. Could be the side, could be the top, could be both. I also could be completely talking on my ass right now. I do not know.
I mean, I don't either, so that's why I'm just letting you talk.
Yeah. Hearing a little bit of talk from back there, but sounds like that character switch was not quite kosher according to the rules.
No.
You know, A1 though, they're gonna keep to it, but definitely hope we don't see something like that again. The issue with that situation was, even if they picked that character and it was the wrong character, they had already seen what player the opponent was going to put in. So they could just pick whatever player they wanted.
True.
Whether they did or didn't. It's rough to see. Anyways, K-Rool versus Palutena. Palutena, a character with a reflector. A character is extremely highly mobile. I'm sure K-Rool struggles a bit with characters like this, but this K-Rool player is definitely used to it at this point. Who knows? Early nairs. Palutena racking up some percent. 50% already and stuck in the corner. Very mobile player, it seems, this Palutena, but using lots of nairs. Yep, there it is again. Does cover a lot of space. The goal of this K roll here is to take 1 or 2 stocks if he's very unlucky. It'd be extremely difficult to do otherwise. So. I'm sure that's all he's got on his mind right now. A little cheeky early percent kill. See that back air right there trying to catch early spike with Palutena coming off, but Palutena's not falling for anything right here, it seems. Early edge guard attempt. Back on stage. Palutena's got to get the kill here in a little bit, though. Otherwise, she's going to be risking her own stock. Those neutral bees are going to be really dangerous. Forward smash takes it. All right. 6 stocks to 6 stocks.
Now, since I saw that match with Palutena, do you think since they get to pick the stage, will affect their choice more, or do you think they're just going to try picking the best one for their current character they're going to be playing?
I think at the end of the day, it all comes down to what stages players are comfortable with. So I think that's what we'll be seeing. We'll see Palutena banning 3 stages here. Palutena, I'm not sure what stages Palutena wants, but I'm not sure how much information the opposing team has about our team. I'm not sure even who we're putting out. We have lots of players on the A team, all of which are very good in this sort of situation. So who knows? And we're off to Yoshi's story. Interesting. Okay, I think I know who we're sending out then.
Oh,
But I will not say.
you can't keep leaving me in the dark like this.
You will be in the dark. But if it is who I think it is, it'll be quite funny.
Okay, let's see. Oh,
And it's a Kirby.
were you correct?
We'll say I was.
So you weren't.
Nope.
Makes it even better.
2, 1, go!
Yeah. This Kirby player is a bit of a savant on the character, I might say.
Savant.
Savant. What word?
What does that mean?
Very good at it, essentially.
Okay. I mean, we can already see that.
Yeah. Just always interesting to see a really solid Kirby. Kirby is not a very good... Oh, that was scary. Kirby's not a very good character, right? But this player's definitely able to make it work. Take advantage of quick moves, even if the mobility isn't quite there. And looks like it's paying off. Lots of forward airs just in the face of this Palutena seems to be keeping them out of that range they want to nair at. You know, spin the staff. So we'll see. Will the Palutena be able to adapt? Will this Kirby be able to get the edge guard? It's a little tough on a teleport character like that. Dash attack takes it. All right.
1 down for stuck flat.
Yo, narrowly avoids that neutral B right there. Grab shield. These two are boxing, and Kirby is winning. The gloves are out. Head guard situation. Amazing delayed ledge get up there. It's a little punish on the forward tilt. Nair. That is a strong move. I did not know. That was very close to killing. once again, we have Palutena at kill percents. In fact, lapped in stocks. This Kirby pick is paying off.
Do you think it's intentional that Kirby's not copying Palutena? Like, 'cause, you know, that's Kirby's main gimmick.
I'm sure it is. This player is very good at using certain copy abilities, but for Palutena, it's not a very good copy ability. So better just to take. There we go. One stock on the board. All of a sudden, this is a game. Palutena seems to be picking it up. Getting a lot more comfortable. Yep. Phillips just slowly making his way in, holding up the shield, paying off. Oh!
Oh, Kirby's
That
alive.
almost killed. How strong is that counter? Man, that's terrifying. That kills?
But Kirby clinched it!
I guess that's why we went to Yoshi's. Alright. Well, that was a hell of a performance from Kirby Phillip.
Do you think, since you said Palutena got comfortable, do you think him being comfortable was a little bit of a too little too late situation because they already lost 2 stocks? Or do you think it could have potentially clenched out a win?
I think it was definitely a bit too late. I mean, can only speak for the outcome that happened, and there just wasn't really enough time that Palutena was looking comfortable. And also, it seems like Philip, our Kirby, was adapting as well. Seemed to pull ahead in the end. So can't say for certain. All I can say for certain is that this is a 5-3 game, which is a bit of a difficult position unless this team has a very strong anchor. The bands are Battlefield, Hollow Bastion, and Small Battlefield. All right. See what this team's picking. Don't get too rowdy in the chat. Hmm.
You think the reason why they could be taking long to pick is because they know the Kirby's going next? So they're trying to pick the best stage for their character and against Kirby?
Could be that, but could be a number of other things. Maybe they're just taking a breather. Maybe they're talking strategy and they already know what stage they want to pick. Or maybe we're having some small communication issues. Can't say for certain. They do have to communicate all this stuff beforehand, so it's always a little bit of time between matches. Wouldn't say this is too out of the ordinary yet.
Oh. Seems they picked Smashville for the stage.
All right. Smashville is notorious for some very small side blast zones and some very scary platform
shenanigans that can happen. So I wonder if we're gonna see a character here from the other team that can really take advantage of that.
Let's see, it's Kirby versus Mr.
Game
Game.
and Watch. Okay. Don't see this all that often. Alright. This is definitely a bit of a niche character that can be difficult to play against, so. Oh. Oh. Are we button checking?
Are we? What is going on?
Not sure. This could be a button check. Do you remember if Philip lost any stocks?
He did.
Yep, button check. All right.
He did. No dysfunction. I believe he did lose one. It's 5-3, so yes.
So this could definitely be. Once again, we do the bands and then we do a button check. That's not often how you do button checks. Now, there's really nothing to worry about in this situation. 'Cause the normal worry is that you get to see your opponent's character and then pick a different character, but I don't know. Either way, no harm, no foul. Into this game, we are going.
Okay.
2, 1, go!
And here we are. Starts up early up B from Mr. Game & Watch, quickly establishing what this matchup will be like. 72, my god. Kirby is going to have a lot of difficulty breaking in on Game & Watch's space here. The slow fall speed, not great ground movement. It's really tough to get in on Game & Watch's tools. Once he does, there's still that up B he has to worry about. He's very early. It's a nice little 52% though. He's racking it up. Seems like once he is in, he's making good work of it.
But you can watch taking stock.
Again, you see the the pancake flipping and the sausage flipping, making Kirby's life a bit difficult, but Phil might have an idea here. Yeah, sport airs are just gonna get punished by up B out of shield. This seems really, really difficult for Philip right now. All Philip wants right here is that one stock, but
Right. Mr. Game & Watch clinches a win. It's now
Well-
3-3.
alright, and who do we want to send in against a Mr. Game & Watch? I can tell you, SVSU, I don't think has very much Game & Watch experience at all. So,
So do you think that an experience is going to let the other team get a win?
I can't say. A little early to tell, but it's going to be a little difficult. I just wonder if we have any players who do have some experience against Game & Watch who are going to be comfortable here. I think we have 3 more players to pick from, all with unique characters. So my guesses, almost completely blind, are their bands are going to be Town and City, Yoshi's, and let's say Kalos. Those are my guesses. Assuming Game & Watch wants to get rid of small blast zones, but wants small side blast zones, but those small blast zones on top to be able to take advantage of up air tools like that. And again, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Might be a hot minute. Andrew thinks they checked in somebody that was not checked in. Or they didn't, or they had let someone play that wasn't checked in. Just give them a
All right, looks like it's going to be a minute here. We have some awkwardness.
Well, guess we got just do some small talk.
Yep. All right. Let me. What's this door? Quick. Uh, any games you're excited to release? Any games you're excited on the releasing soon?
Nope, my Pokemon games already came out, so I'm honestly very chill. Here, I have a question for you. This could take a while.
Mm.
Rank the 5 Smash games from worst to best.
Oh, that's difficult.
Yeah.
I need you to give me a little more information. Are we talking objective or my personal taste?
How about you do both?
Okay.
You do the objective first, because then you can explain for personal taste.
Objectively, I think Brawl is at the top.
Okay.
Brawl, I didn't really like the gritty atmosphere that much, but um it was just an incredible experience. I think the Wii was a great system for it. It really brought people together. I think even more so than the Switch, if I'm being entirely honest. Oh,
Oh.
intermission. All right. Um, and I think um also the Subspace Emissary was just such a fun campaign, much more so than World of Light. The more I think about it, the more I think Ultimate really has to take it. I mean, the incredible magnitude of characters is crazy. You know, a really fun so many modes, a really fun story mode, even if it doesn't quite live up to Subspace Emissary. I actually am gonna have to put Ultimate as the best Smash game. Followed by Brawl. Below that, I think is Melee. Um, which is an incredible game, definitely. But from like an overall perspective, it'd be Melee, followed by Smash 4, followed by Smash or the N64.
What? Why is Smash 4 so low?
Smash 4 didn't really quite have the single player content that I think people were looking for after Brawl.
Hmm.
I also think on the competitive side of things, its online was significantly less playable. Um, it felt a little funky too. I don't know. I enjoyed the game, but I think out of all the Smash games since the N64, it's probably the roughest one. It looks like we're going to Smashville. All right, we got stuff worked out. We'll talk about my my individual take later. Sure.
That was a quick intermission.
Oh, maybe we aren't going to Smashville.
Well, I guess we can keep talking.
Yeah, we might be doing bands over again. We'll see. Um,
So personal.
Personal number one has to be Melee. I think its competitive scene, just watching it is incredible. Playing it is just so expressive, and it also kind of spawned one of my favorite games of all time, Rivals of Aether, indie game that's sort of bit of a spin-off from Melee. Following that, I think is Brawl. That's the game that got me into Smash. I really enjoyed that as a casual player, and Subspace Emissary was just the coolest thing when I was a kid. Um, And the more I go back and look at it, the more I think, oh, that's really cool. I think Ultimate right now would be just behind that. I enjoy the game a lot. I think at some point I will have more nostalgia for. I will think more kindly of Ultimate than I do now as someone who's like playing it and coaching for it. But it is amazing. I can't believe we took all these characters from all these different games and we put them all in. We got like what, nearly 90?
Well, I can't believe it's already been out for like 5 years.
Yeah, that
Like,
makes me feel old.
Well, like it came out pre-pandemic, and I think because the pandemic, it kind of made everything go feel all wibbly wobbly.
Yeah.
Like I cannot believe this was released in 2018, and it's now 2023, and of course it's still going strong, but it just doesn't feel like that.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride, definitely. Especially for the competitive scene. Just really not able to work with much during the pandemic either. It definitely has been weird, and I will say my sense of time is completely thrown off too. Um, but yeah, behind Ultimate for me is Smash for the N64, and then behind that is Smash 4.
You really do not like.
No, I don't.
Okay, now let's move away from the games themselves and go towards the characters. Which we're gonna do Smash Ultimate because those all of them. Which character in Smash Ultimate would you replace with a different one? Doesn't have to be same franchise or anything. You're just kind of like this person erased from existence, and a new person filled their spot.
Okay. So, my personal take. God, I love the idea of Steve being in Smash Bros, but I hate the way they implemented him. I want to remove him, but Kazi is like my child. I play so much Tekken. I wouldn't want to do that, even though I don't play him. I don't think I'd remove any characters for gameplay reasons. So it'd probably just be like, who does no one play who's also mildly annoying? Like, I'd probably remove Banjo, if I'm being entirely honest. I've not seen anyone play him, and he wasn't really part of my childhood or anything. I got no nostalgia for him, so wipe him off, and then
You mean them off? It's technically two people.
true. And then I'd probably add.
Well, this is when you really like draw your lines in the sand.
Mega Man Zero. It was one of my favorite. No, scratch that, scratch that. I'm being stupid. Monster Hunter.
Who's specifically for Monster Hunter?
Just a Monster Hunter.
Just a Monster Hunter.
A player character. They did something similar in a fighting game called Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, where you know how Monster Hunter has all the different weapons. Normally, you like choose a weapon, but they just had one Monster Hunter who pulled out like a bunch of different weapons, got to fight with them, and I think that'd be a really interesting idea to implement. And Monster Hunter is like my favorite game series of all time. I'd love to see that. You know?
Okay, this is a bit of an indie pick.
Hmm?
I don't know who I would take out because freaking
Nope. Choose.
fine. Oh wait.
Is it? Oh, is the door locked?
Is it locked?
Oh
It's
my
looking
God.
locked.
One moment, please. Want to mute it?
Yeah. We'll be right back. We are back. Just had a bit of a discussion. So you were asking me who I would get rid of,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll be Pura.
It'd be who?
Pura, the two, and then
Pyra Mythra.
Pyra.
Yeah.
Because she's the most recent Fire Emblem character. They have too goddamn many.
Oh, it's not Fire
What one is she from?
Emblem. That's from Xenoblade. Where Shulk's from?
Oh, never mind. I got them confused. The
Oh,
most
there's
recent,
Shiri.
most recent Fire Emblem character. Who was it? Was it Mercy? Freaking. Who was it? Violet. Violet. That one. Fire Emblem has way too many people for it. It is the most representative video game franchise, even though it's not really that big of a video game franchise.
Yeah.
It's only big in Smash. So get rid of Byleth. We do not need another Fire Emblem character. We can get someone else. And my obscure indie pick would be one of the kids with their monster pet, Monster Tail.
Monster Tail.
It's a
I've never heard of
It
it.
is a DS game. It's about
Oh.
this girl who gets trapped in this other world
Mhm.
where these 5 kids are subjugating the monsters, and they each are like queens and kings, and they have their own pet monster and they fight. And there are so many different ones, and they each have their own unique play style. And you could either do like a group one where they swap, or you can just pick one of them because each of them has different styles of fighting. Like one of them is an amorphous blob of water. You could do some cool stuff with that. One of them is like a giant rabbit that like throws itself at you. There's tons of different combinations because you wouldn't be fighting the kid. It would be kind of like Pokemon Trainer. Like the kid would be on the side, and then they'd be ordering around their pet, and it would be
Yeah. Sounds cool.
Yes. Also, because that game has like Todd Haberkorn is one of the voice actors. It has a pretty nice cast, but it's not
Nice.
that big. Although I believe they are getting like a Switch remake or a port. I think.
Yeah. All right. Yes. Um.
That's really cool.
If not, probably one of the characters from like Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. Another obscure one. It's kind of more of a strategy game,
Yeah.
but I think they have really cool character designs, and they could definitely easily make a playset for some main characters. Like one of them literally has a dagger that controls demons glued to his hand. Like that's such a cool concept.
That is badass. All right. Man, I really forgot I wanted Monster Hunter in this game. That's who I was like rooting for in the trailers. Knew it wouldn't happen, but
If we ever get, I don't think we're going to get another Smash game for a while.
in fact, I don't think Nintendo's going to make a new system for a while, given how incredibly popular the Switch
Yeah, the
is.
Switch has been going strong for like it's going on 7 years. It's gonna be around for a while, especially after how the Wii just bombed horribly.
Yeah.
They're gonna probably keep the Switch around for a long while.
Yep.
And then so I think if we do another Smash game, it'll probably be just like a port of Ultimate with maybe a few new characters.
Exactly.
I don't think they're gonna, or if not, it could just be a port of Ultimate.
Yeah, just like the thing is, there's so much DLC for Ultimate right now that it costs almost as much as the base roster. So at some point, we're just going to have an Ultimate, where they just release the game and they say, hey, here's a new version with some new characters. We might be adding some DLC to, who knows? That, you know, you don't have to pay for all the DLC for. We're going to sell it full price and people are going to buy it. And boy, will they.
Oh yeah, they definitely will.
But I'm holding out hope. I feel like top on the list, if they ever add any more characters, has to be Monster Hunter. Like Monster Hunter has been blowing up. Monster Hunter Rise has been such a boon for it's one of the best games on the Nintendo Switch, best looking games definitely. And they've just been such a Nintendo franchise for a long time, prior to World, that I don't know. I feel like they deserve it.
Okay, how about we do this something interesting?
Mm.
Of the currently existing franchises in the game, who would be if you say no matter what they're gonna get a new Mario character? Who would be your niche Mario character pick, and so forth and so on for each franchise?
Oh, that's tough.
So we're just gonna go chronologically. So Mario franchise is first. Who is your niche Mario franchise pick to get added?
I'm gonna have to speak for a YouTuber that I really like and say Koopa. Just a normal Koopa. Just put him in.
What would his moveset be like?
No clue.
I have one that could actually be a fighter, either
Tough.
Pom Pom or Boom Boom. They're more recent mini bosses.
Yeah.
They're both big turtle Koopas. Boom Boom has big giant hands.
Yeah.
Or have them be duos because like one's an Echo Fighter because they're both paired together. Pom Pom has a giant freaking shuriken she can throw. She has ninja techniques, and Boom Boom is just a giant bruiser. Because everyone's gonna say, "Oh, add Waluigi," but there's a reason they haven't added him yet.
Yup. Yeah.
So I think Boom Boom and Pom Pom will be a very interesting pick for them to do. They could do it as a duo thing, or have them separately, or just have one of them. I mean, because Pom Pom was recently in the Switch Mario Party that was released in 2018, so she's more visible now than Boom Boom was. So if they were to add one of them, I think it would be Pom Pom.
Yeah. No, I respect it. That'd be cool. I mean, I don't care too much for Mario. And I haven't played too many of the games, if I'm being entirely honest. So, yeah, but those are two characters I know. I'd be excited for that.
What would be interesting would be if they were to somehow implement Cappy from Odyssey
Into Mario.
How would they do that?
I think they'd probably just replace Mario's side B. Cape is pretty. Oh, do you mean as a character?
Yeah, if they were to add him, how would they do that? Because his whole shtick is he possesses people.
I don't think he would get at it.
Well, yeah, definitely not. But if they
Yeah.
somehow did add him, would he just be able to switch who he's possessing, or he just be possessing Mario?
He wouldn't be possessing Mario because that would be implying that Cappy was in control of Mario during Odyssey, which is a little scary.
Yeah, definitely.
And they also just wouldn't really have him possess other people, so he'd just have to be a floating hat. I feel like if anything, he'd be an assist trophy, maybe? That'd be a really good spot.
Definitely. Okay, so the next franchise. What?
You know what? Let's do Fire Emblem really quick.
No, definitely not. They do not need another person. They have the most of any video game franchise already. They can just stay with their almost 10 characters or more. I don't remember the exact number now.
But there's a new game. He has to be in.
No, he does not.
What are they gonna do if he isn't in Smash?
They're gonna be just fine.
Yeah.
Here, Donkey Kong. I think that's the next franchise.
Oh, easy Dixie Kong.
Freaking the Grandpa Kong.
Cranky Kong?
Cranky Kong. That would be hilarious.
Cranky Kong would be really funny. Funky Kong would be great too, but I feel like Dixie Kong you can just really do a lot with.
Yeah.
Even as an Echo fighter.
What's the one? She's a pink Kong. She has big boobs, and she's from the N64 game.
I can't tell you.
I forgot, but yeah, that's always a character. But I mean, if we even forget her name, that's definitely a no. Okay,
Yeah.
next, Pokemon.
Oh, okay. The one I want would have to be Sceptile. But the one I realistically if they're gonna add a new Pokemon, it's gonna be from Gen 9, right? And if that's the case, I kind of want to see Meowscarada.
I feel
We have finally obtained stuff for the rulebook. So
we're gonna be right back.
All right, and we're back. It sounds like we have a bit of a ruling for the discrepancy. It seems like that Game & Watch was put in a little bit illegally. And they'll be replaying that game, Kirby with 2 stocks against
Without the Game & Watch.
Without the Game & Watch. So yeah, finally getting back to it.
Yeah, to finish our conversation real quick, I feel like they're definitely due Meowscarada because they already have a water starter and a fire starter individually.
True.
They have Pokemon trainer with all 3. So they were to add another one, I feel like they would definitely do a freaking grass starter, which would be Meowscarada. Or they could do Rillaboom, but I think Meowscarada would be a more fun character to put in because it's whole magician act.
Yeah.
If they don't care about that, honestly, of the 3 starters, I feel like Quaquaval would be the most to put in because his whole dancing thing would be a fun battling thing. But I feel like if they were to do it and it would be a grass starter, it would be Meowscarada.
Yeah, I can respect that. I feel like actually, I think what I would want
obviously, like, yes, Meowscarada, I'd definitely be excited for. Sceptile, I'd be excited for. But I really like Ivysaur, and I'm realizing more and more, a lot of it is just, four-legged Pokemon.
Okay, how about this? What would be a cute Pokemon you would want you if you could put in and it would be just adorable? Like kind of like Jigglypuff, it's cute but mighty. Which one would you pick?
Okay. How about Gumshoes?
You got the Donald Trump Pokemon you're gonna
I'm
pick?
joking.
Yeah, like I know
Um,
you're not calling that cute.
Uh, honestly, if they're going for a nostalgia pick, low key, I feel like Eradicate gets the job done.
Ooh.
I think he's like just cute enough. He like rides that line. I feel like all the Pokemon we have in the game are either really cute or not cute at all. And Eradicate is like that fine line of like not cute but also really cute, and is like a mega nostalgia pick. So maybe that.
For my cute picks, I have two I can
Mm.
explain. Appleton. So
I
cute.
respect
It's a
it.
dragon, so it could definitely pack a punch. And it'll be and also it's like eyes or look like dog ears, adorable. And it could have such a fun moveset with it being grass and also being based off of baked pie.
Mm,
And then if we want to go cute, but to have it like we could do Cubchoo
that's so true.
with the ice and the little snot. Like it could have an attack where it just like spews snot. It could be
Oh, so cute.
but Cubchoo is so cute, and like it would be just adorable to figure out how they would build a moveset around for it.
Yeah, I think those are definitely good picks. I have a question.
Yes.
So you know how Piranha Plant was just like this wild, crazy, not a character, not even really a villain pick.
Yeah.
Pick a franchise and that's currently in Smash right now and find their Piranha Plant. What's the funny pick? For you, it'd probably be Pokemon. Give us a funny Pokemon
Okay, a
pick
funny Pokemon pick.
that people would love.
That we could kind of Galarian Stunfisk.
Hmm.
It's pretty much a bear trap, but it's Stunfisk, so it's really derpy and stupid.
Yeah.
But like it's, I feel like I'll get the same reaction Piranha Plant would get. Just immediately be like Galarian Stunfisk. It's like, but if not, probably like if we did a super forgettable Pokemon and then made it like weirdly OP, that would be interesting. Like any like bug type Pokemon, like pre Gen 6, aside from like Scizor, Heracross, a bunch of them they're really good, but most of them are pretty forgettable and weak. Like put one of them in and then make it weirdly OP. You know what? Beautifly, because it can do sleep powder, poison powder, or Dustox, all the powders. It could like put you to sleep. It could poison you. It can paralyze you. It can attack you with freaking air slash and stuff. And according to its Pokedex, it drinks up people's bodily fluids.
Oh,
So I think that would be a fun pick. Would be Beautifly.
yeah, I won't ask which. Those are definitely interesting picks. I think for me from Pokemon, I feel like it would have to be someone like low key adored, but also just really, really weird. Like, how would you implement this? In which case,
Unknown.
unknown would be
That
awesome.
would be so. How would they implement it? Well,
But
you know what they would have to do? They literally have to mimic like the third movie because in the game, Unknown is trash. They literally have to mimic like the third movie.
Definitely. Yeah, they could do something like that. I think the best pick though would be Gibble.
Oh my God, Gibble, so adorable.
So cute. So like, why is this here?
would
It's
have
also super
It would
derpy.
have so many biting attacks, and it would run with its little feet and like fall. Oh, that would be hilarious.
Yup. I changed my answer. I would actually probably prefer to have Gibble in the game. That just seems so funny.
Yes, and then it's like its finisher is just like summoning a Mega Garchomp to like help it or something. Or
the
they
Draco Meteor
Yeah,
in the
they could do an
anime.
anime reference. They could do Draco Meteor, and then
Yeah.
it just hits one person instead of the whole stage.
Yeah.
Because that's such a great funny anime reference.
Yep. For sure.
Especially since because I know they haven't exactly done it. Like none of the Pokemon skins are exactly their shiny, but for the whole Gibble line, Gibble does have the best shiny of the three.
True.
Even though it won't exactly be the shiny, it'll still look good.
Yeah. Heard lots of theories about that too. Apparently, people are thinking Gibble looks an awful lot like Sharpedo. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, no, we've seen the beta designs. The Gibble whole line looked a lot more concise in the beta.
Gotcha.
They looked fully 1, 2, 3.
I'm not thinking so much in terms of like how the development went with the character, but in terms of like
They are land sharks.
the ecology. Yeah,
They're
that,
land
like
sharks. They're
Gibble comes from Sharpedo.
they
Is like a funny
definitely
thought.
have a common ancestor.
Yeah.
Okay, next franchise, Metroid.
Oh god, I've never played a Metroid game.
I played some. Okay, recent game, the Emmys.
I have no idea.
Metroid Dread came out in November of 2021.
It was that long ago.
The-
Why?
Hella creepy robots. They bend and contort their bodies, and they have like they would be interesting and kind of creepy to figure out how to implement it. Because Metroid doesn't have a lot of characters, it doesn't have a lot of characters you can implement, especially with sentience. And they're robots, so they're not like fully sentient, but they could fight. I feel like that would be a good pick to add.
Yo.
Hey guys, I'm Andrew from the last match. Just gonna update anybody listening in. It's what's going on. We've just had some issues with player substitutions mid match. We've been working out with mods. We'll probably get back in the game pretty soon. We're sorry for the wait here, but we're getting it worked out. Should be done soon. On this minute.
Would you like to send somebody?
Yes, I'll second you. If you guys are honest, we've been here long.
Have I just been such a long conversation?
Oh, not at all.
Yeah.
Are we?
We're not muted.
We'll be back in a second.
Hello, y'all. It is just Isaac by myself right now. I'm just talking for a little bit because we're waiting on stuff, so I got nothing better to do, so I might just talk for a little bit before someone else comes, or maybe not. I don't know. We are getting another caster to come join me. And yeah, so we're still currently waiting. We've had a bunch of substitution drama, but hopefully the match will continue soon. Um, yeah. So hopefully the new caster comes here soon, and we will be back.
We are back. For a little bit.
Yes, we have finally hammered out the issues. It looks like we will be replaying from that point in this. Uh, I think with Philip on Kirby with 2 stocks starting over. Uh, oh God, I don't remember if we're still.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna get ready to get the match going, resetting from 5-3 with Philip, and we're going against the actual player that was supposed to be in.
Okay, okay.
Next matches, just for is we're gonna go with the full 5-man squad. We just have to say who's being subbed at times. Because in saying that, Andrew got invited to help with the rules community too. So like help just reword the rules for our next season because I guess they've had this issue across the board with more people.
Lovely. Okay. So it sounds like we'll be continuing the game with Philip at 2 stocks and continuing on with the player who apparently should have been in and playing in the first place. So that last game you saw did not happen. And I will be leaving it in Isaac's very capable hands on commentary. All right.
Well, seems like it's just gonna be me unless someone else comes and visits. So, well, as of right now, it's just me. So I'm just gonna, see how everything goes. They said they were going to get the matchup, so I wonder if they're going to keep the same bands and stage. If not, we will be seeing those hopefully shortly before the match gets underway properly. It's going to be interesting to see how it's going to go. As we saw with the match earlier, Philip does go pretty crazy on his Kirby, so it's going to be interesting. I don't think they're going to have Game & Watch, so I wonder what the other player will be playing on. This has been a long process, but hopefully it seems to go out to be the tail end of it. We'll be able to finish up the match. I'm going to probably mute for a little bit to see if anyone else is coming in with me. If not, I will be right back, and hopefully we can start get the match cooking. Well, someone else joins as they're going to join. It seems that we're going to be doing PS2 for the stage. Hopefully they get the match going soon. Let's see what's going to happen. While we're waiting, as you guys have probably heard, I played Brawl for a while. Kirby used to be my main in Brawl. I mean, I was bad at it, but it's always nice to see someone crushing with Kirby. So, yes. Okay, it's gonna be Kirby versus or not.
Let's stretch our legs.
I mean, I believe I saw we put, so I believe that's what the probably maybe. I don't. Hopefully we go forward to the match.
Salute the sun. Focus on your balance. Let's get fired up.
Okay. Okay, this is never mind. The match is not starting. Hopefully, it will be soon. Okay, seems that the band stages are Final Destination, Town City, and Yoshi's Story, and the pick station is Hollow Bastion. So hopefully I said that correctly. Um, hopefully we see the match soon. If I believe what I saw earlier, it's Kirby versus Wii Fit Trainer, but then again, I do not know. I guess we'll just have to see. Okay, so it seems it's actually a different match. It's Wii Fit Trainer versus eating his name, but I know he's from like cricket. It means SVSU is in the lead with a 2-1 stock, so seem to be doing village guarding.
Salute the sun.
Oh, and oh, that did not kill Wii Fit Trainer. But Wii Fit Trainer is in danger. Oh, and that did kill. So SVSU wins with a 2-0 stock, with of course the player character being Kazuya. And that ends the first match, I believe. So I'm going to be right back.
Hello, guys. We are back. That was only match 1. So we will be doing the second one here shortly, hopefully. But I'm no longer alone.
It's your boy Julian here.
I'm Tony. I'm the captain of the League of Legends team. I am bad at Smash.
I'm not really the best either, but hey, I've still been casting, so you now have us lovely 3 casters for the next match. Hopefully we'll be seeing the band soon, but until then, we're probably gonna be muted. Unless you guys want to talk about something while we wait.
You know Harry Potter game?
Yeah, I wish I would quit getting ads for it on my YouTube.
It doesn't. I think it comes out today, like later tonight. I think.
Oh, I thought it was already out.
No, I think it's like only if you pre-order. No, yeah, I think it was if you pre-ordered it before. I think. Or
The Dark and Darker hype train.
Oh yeah, Shane was telling me to download that.
It's
What
like
is that?
Tarkov, but like fantasy. Yeah.
Oh no, no one.
4 casters. This is gonna
Are
be
you doing
great.
4 or
This is gonna be
someone?
hilarious.
Okay, never mind. We got 4 now.
Okay, I'm sitting down.
Introduce yourself.
Hello, Cardinals and non-Cardinals who may be listening. My name is Seth, also known as Gomer. I'm part of the A team here at SVSU. I just got subbed out, and we're gonna watch how this goes.
That
Oh,
match,
yeah, I guess I'm SB Ronin on League of Legends. I should have said that.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
that match took a while.
Yeah, that last match there was just a lot. There was some rules hiccups, but we got past it after an extended period of time. But now we are on to set number 2.
I'm also part of an esports team too. Just thought I'd let you know. I'm Julian, by the way.
What team
Jill,
are
what's
you?
your tag? What team are you on? Please elaborate.
But
Oh wait, do we have town and city as the map choice?
not that important, anyways. So.
Okay.
Well, actually, stage pick is like one of the most important things in competitive Smash.
Yeah.
Based on
I think
like-
Julian was talking about what he was going to say.
Myself.
Wasn't
Oh, sweet.
Oh.
Okay.
you were
Yeah.
always important.
Dude, yeah, you are.
What you were saying.
I'm part of the Smash team, C team. My tag still has yet to be decided, but
How'd you do tonight?
could have been better. Could have been way better.
Who were you?
Huh?
Who were you?
I was Aegis. I play Aegis, so.
Like, what was your tag today?
Oh,
Actually, it probably shows up as whoever's Switch you played on, but that's okay.
okay. No,
I'm the odd duck out. I'm not in anything esports. I'm just here.
But you are still here, and that is good.
I mean, I was gonna audition for the Smash team, but even though I've been playing for like 12 years, I'm not.
Boy. What game did you start with? Was it like Melee or Brawl?
It was Brawl. in
Nice.
2011.
See, I respect that though. He doesn't want to sweat because like Smash is a sweaty game.
I mean,
It
yeah,
is.
because the thing is, it was designed as a game for like, it was designed to be like a fun party kids game, but then people started getting more competitive into it. And I feel like it has a very good appeal to both audiences, both in and out of the competitive scene.
What's funny is my main is Iggy, so I just like trolling.
Dude, I play Iggy.
He is so fun to troll people with. It is great. Also Duck Hunt. I love trolling with Duck Hunt. He is so funny. And then
You had me at Iggy.
I'm a Fox man.
my brothers, who I don't know if they play competitive, but I know at least compared to me, they're really good. They said I'm good with like Simon.
Oh.
I play only top tiers in one high tier. I'm called it.
So you're basic.
Oh, it could be like that, yeah.
Here we go.
Steve versus Isabel.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
So it seems like we're sending in Philip first. Puff going at him with Isabel. He's a new character. Isabel's a new character that Puff has been picking up.
Is this a button
Oh,
test?
what?
It is. Okay, we've been weirdly seeing the button test, but so we know what the matchup is on the stage, which is 2.
In the rules, they're supposed to go into the round with these characters now.
Yes.
They've locked and shown their character.
Yes. So it's Steve and Isabel.
That will be a matchup to see because Steve, I don't know, Steve has definitely made a stir in the Smash community as a whole over the past like 4 or 5 months or so.
I feel like isn't he at a disadvantage in PS2 because even if you blocked off Isabel, she could kind of jump over it with the 2 platforms.
Yeah, Isabel does have a very good recovery. Isabel and Villager both, they can just kind of like fly around. Unless you make like a no-fly zone using
We're in
different
Town
attacks and
City,
stuff.
Steve versus Isabella. Town and City. This one.
Not.
Yeah,
I'm still waiting for the Puff Ice Climbers.
for sure. Well,
That's
yeah, Ice Climbers are hard to pull off online. I think Isabel is really a good online pick, especially, well,
I definitely
The
got
thing is-
comboed like not even an hour, like 2 hours ago. It was terrible by
Yeah.
Ice Climbers. Oh,
I'm not quite sure how the Steve Isabel matchup goes because Steve is notoriously like top, like best character in the game, as we almost saw there. While Isabel is probably like bottom 8.
Yeah, why would someone choose Isabel over Villager?
Part of it just has to do with like the certain like traps like that there. I feel like Puff was probably expecting the B to try and get in.
I think it's also the fishing rod too. The fishing rod's pretty good. As
Yeah, fishing rod is actually the thing that carries the character to where it is, even though Isabel still isn't that great of a character, unfortunately. Although Puff plays it very well, setting up the trap. That beats minecart. I actually didn't know that.
I think the fishing rod's in kill percent.
Oh, wow.
First stock down.
Yep, the golden pickaxe on the back air.
Oh, and Steve has diamond.
Steve does have diamond.
Let's see if Steve can keep it up and maybe not lose the stock. I don't know. He's a
Oh wow, that nerf.
Oh!
See,
Great.
the unanimous ooh from the commentators, probably from the audience too.
Now, if Philip would have taken Puff, would have taken his standard into this matchup. How do you think he would be doing right now?
That is
Truthfully-
not a very good matchup for him.
Yeah, the thing is, Puff's characters are very funny because they're all like not your run-of-the-mill characters. I mean, Kirby main with Ice Climbers, Isabel, Samus. Like he plays a lot of really interesting characters that a lot of people wouldn't normally. Also, Steve is just walling off right now. Honestly, that's the safe way to play. I'm surprised up air beat out minecart there. Yeah, both playing super safe.
Since they're both even, I think they're trying to make it to where they lose as little stocks as possible.
Exactly.
Although,
Wow,
they're
okay.
both up to 120 now.
Yeah. Especially on flat right here. Oh, I thought that was catching. Oh, wow.
Steve gets the kill.
Yeah,
and
and
of course he is still in a lot of danger. Oh,
Speaking of the, yep.
It comes down to one-on-one.
One-on-one.
Who's better for one stock?
That's the role habit that a lot of people have.
Steve starting off with diamond, though, it looks like.
Yeah, that is a
That's
thing.
gonna be rough.
it's definitely dangerous.
However, Puff, I think, does very well at not letting him get in. Well, commentators... Okay, never mind. Ooh, that beats out the trap. Ooh,
Oh,
I was going to say that kill at 7.
oh,
That
Steve
is-
clinches the win.
Oh,
It's a very good sequence of moves there from Steve.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's 7-6. So do you think he's gonna have trouble trying to get at least a kill next round because he got down to his last stock?
Well, it depends on who SVSU ends up choosing, except the thing is Steve does not have a lot of matchups that he actually loses, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't know. Steve as a character is just very creative. I mean, pun not intended. I didn't really think about it until after I said that. But I don't know. Steve's kit, Sakurai essentially just implemented Minecraft into Smash, and with a toolkit that is as fluid and as like open-ended as that one is, like of course somebody's gonna find a way to break it, and that's kind of what people did, like shortly after the character came out. And so there's all sorts of different things that Steve can do.
Nintendo decided they were just gonna stop updating the game.
Yeah, so there's that because it's like
So he's just stuck that way forever.
yeah,
Steve is just a character that people like. You want to play Smash, but you don't want to play Smash at the same time.
exactly.
Like you're playing a whole different game with Steve.
The last patch notes came out, and Sakurai is like, "Hey, good luck, have fun."
I heard he was polarizing, but I didn't know he was this polarizing.
Steve, yeah. Although Puff did play it very, very well. There was a lot of things in there that I did not think would work, and I personally would not have thought of. But like, there was, like, I mean, like good things. Like he was doing really good stuff.
I think that comes from playing Connor on our C team, who's Steve Mean himself,
Absolutely, yeah.
just picking up little tricks and stuff.
Hmm. I wonder what they're gonna. Oh, Yoshi's Story's banned.
Okay, what are the other two bands? Oh,
Small Battlefield. They're probably gonna ban. Ooh, Smashville. Okay.
okay. So
This is
The chances are they're probably gonna end up picking Hollow Bastion or Final. Well,
C is pretty good on Final FD.
yeah,
But if it's Casey, he goes Kazuya than FD. But I don't know. I don't think they go FD.
yeah, because the other team banned here.
Yeah.
So Battlefield. That means they're likely sending an Andrew.
Let's
I imagine so because, I mean, Kazuya would not like Battlefield.
So here's the convenient thing, though, is they have a cushion.
For sure, yeah.
They have a 1-game cushion because they won that first round.
Yeah, I think that'll be very good. We'll definitely see what happens here. Yeah, it should definitely be interesting. I wonder how, because like if we do end up sending in Andrew with Captain Falcon, how that will fare against Steve. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, it's funny because the two other people who are in right now are Casey and Andrew, and they both play Falcon. Although that is Andrew's skin that he uses. So
What happened to Kendrick?
Kendrick is not playing today. Sweet.
Is
Okay,
this,
I was gonna say.
just another button. No, wait, no.
That's not another
No,
button.
I know.
He has to
forgot
go
he
down
was
three
only-
stocks. Sweet. Yeah, this should be a really good match. I know Andrew does have some combos that he can pull super early to take stocks, and I feel like he's going to be really aggressive in the beginning here.
Steve is very bad at the rush down characters.
100%.
He can't get the chance.
See, to put that in League of Legends terms, Steve is a late game comp. The best way to fight him is to play really aggressive with an early game comp. I'm just putting.
Yeah.
That's the way I think of things.
Ooh. Yeah, so the Enderman here is being quite wriggly, he's just getting out of a lot of Captain Falcon's combos. However,
You're saying
wriggly, yeah. That's what I call characters that kind of just like hurt box shift around things. Also, that's a nasty setup from Steve there.
Ooh.
Yeah, the thing that happened there is he set up TNT on the platform and also put the pressure plate there. And as he up tilted the pressure plate, it set it off, which made it to where it exploded, and it just caught pretty much every option that he had from ledge. However, he's at 128%. There's not much more that he's going to take. However, Steve with Diamond hits like a bus. Also, oh, the footstool, that'll do it. He teched that. Wow.
I can never.
Really good recovery from ledge, actually. Going to top flat was really smart. Another tech. Wow, this Steve plays online, and you can tell. Ooh, trying to close out the stock here. Looking tough. Honestly, both characters are at kill percent. Ooh, back
okay.
air.
Now it's 6-5.
Yeah, 6-5. Yeah, still pace favored. Yeah, I wonder who they're gonna throw in next. That was a really good game. However, like, I don't know, Steve with Diamond is egregious to try and go against because like it's just kind of a game of keep away because if you get hit, you're taking like 30 off of each hit. Even if it's like, I don't know, like Steve's like neutral attack, you can just hold it down and just kind of swings, and he can just walk into you and hold that sword, and it deals like way too much damage, drags you across the stage. Most of it is, yeah. You have to like SDI out of it.
Let's see. Found Destination, Town City, and Hell Bastion are banned. Don't they have Wii Fit Trainer and who's the other one left?
We Fit Trainer and Game & Watch, which is a really rough lineup online.
For Captain Falcon?
Yeah. Actually, that's part of the reason I subbed out because I'm a King K. Rool main. I'm in the A team and I play King K. Rool. K. Rool does not do well in a lot of matchups, but he specifically does not do well against Game & Watch. And so as soon as I saw Game & Watch was being thrown in, I'm like, yeah, I'll let them handle it. But yeah, we'll definitely see who all they have. It'll be a really interesting thing. I'm excited to see how the second game goes.
Smashville was hit.
Smashville, okay. It's a big stage, so I can see.
Oh, Game & Watch.
Yeah,
This is gonna be tough for Falcon.
that'll do it. SVSU has to drop one stock at the beginning, but we will see how it goes.
Oh, he has to drop a stock.
Oh, it's a button check.
Oh, button check. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're
It's a button check because Future's on a different switch.
Okay.
Roro, he dealt damage.
That was a bad Scooby-Doo impression. Even worse. That actually sounds weirdly old.
Yeah, maybe. Andrew with the slingshots, I see you. The slingshot is a fun movement tech.
Okay.
It's a fun little button check. I don't know, button checks are fun. There was a button check I did earlier where I was K. Rool and they were playing Pit, and there was just a really funny sequence where I just got like dragged underneath stage, and it was
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
right before they swapped out her off. wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, oh, so sweet. Oh, I casted that match.
Nice.
I've been casting since like C team.
Nice. Sweet. Now we're getting ready for the actual match.
Okay.
We got
Do you
Ooh,
think
we got
there's-
Aquatic versus. I think. Oh, Future. Yeah.
Do you think there's a best strategy for Falcon to try to do right now?
Honestly, just like the rush in kind of thing. But also trying to avoid Game & Watch's out of shield options, I think would be the best option. Game & Watch's out of shield is ridiculous. That right there. Notice how the moment Captain Falcon attacked shield, Game & Watch did uppy. Uppy out of shield is like frame 2 or 3. It's ooh wow.
Oh wow!
Catching the get up from ledge takes a stock just 0 to death.
Wow, this is not looking good
Yeah.
for Falcon.
I think Aquatic is playing pretty aggressively here. Hopefully he can get in there. I'm not sure how this matchup goes, but so far
It's not
it,
looking good.
it doesn't seem Captain Falcon favored.
Oh no, he can't even get back up on the ledge.
There we go. He's getting some damage in.
Okay. Game Rock is doing good ledge guarding.
Yeah, Mr. Game Watch is notoriously one of the weirdest characters in this game. I don't know. He's just fast options, weird moves.
Look at his face. This is not looking good for Falcon.
Yeah, I feel like Captain Falcon just struggles to get in here. Especially because Game & Watch's options are just so ridiculously fast. Ooh, okay. That's also a really scary move to get hit by, because it can just kind of hold you off stage. Game & Watch's neutral B. Ooh, catching ledge there. Captain Falcon now, ooh, almost 200%.
Over 200 damage and still kicking.
Yeah, pretty much anything at this percent will do it, but that is unfortunate.
That Game Watch is at 6-3 now for stock.
Yeah, we will see how the next game goes. Yeah, Game & Watch Falcon. I never really thought of that matchup. That seems awful.
Oh
Yeah, I don't know. Game & Watch is just a very polarizing character overall, I feel. He also just wins a lot of matchups that like not a lot of
Did he do any of
characters
his
win.
number hammered move one?
He did not. A lot of Game & Watches will go for that kind of thing, but usually it's I don't know, I feel like a lot of like mid-high rank kind of Game & Watch players will go for that just because it's kind of an inconsistent move. However, like up throw into that, if you hit a 9, will kill a 0. And so it's high risk, high reward because if you get a 1, you end up damaging yourself. It doesn't like kill you or anything, but it's also just like you lose the interaction and then you get hard punished for it.
So who do you think that's left on 18 that they could put in? Who do you think would be best to deal with this Game & Watch?
So funny enough, our other 18 member that's in right now also plays Captain Falcon, but he also plays Kazuya. And so chances are he's going to try throwing Kazuya in against the Game & Watch. On Hollow Bastion 2, it looks like.
Ooh.
Yeah, according to the check mark there, it might be Hollow Bastion. But yeah, if they do end up throwing in Kazuya, then that could be a very interesting thing because, I don't know, Kazuya Game & Watch. Kazuya kills super early because he just deals massive damage. And also a lot of Game & Watch's projectiles will just be reflected, and Kazuya has like the strongest reflect damage modifier in the game. And so, yeah, it could prove to do well, except Game & Watch is also pretty floaty. Yep, there it is, the Kazuya.
Okay.
Sweet, we will see how Kazuya does in this even game. The thing is, Game & Watch is also very light, And so it could also be difficult for Kazuya to actually hit the combos that he would normally be able to hit, especially because of that up B out of shield that Game & Watch has. It is ridiculous to try and compete. Ooh,
He got
thank the lordy he shielded that. That would have been the end of his stock.
Would have. 9. We were just talking about that move.
We were. Ooh.
Team County is doing a little bit better than Falcon, but
Yeah. I think they just got to start punishing that up B out of shield. Because there's the shield. Oh. Yeah, he's just kind of running up, shielding, and the Electric Wind leading into up B. Yeah, Electric Wind God Fist. That move, it's that little lightning punch that he has that stuns him for a second. It's ridiculously good and just leads into half of Kazuya's kit. And Kazuya already just kills really easily. That just adds to it. Kazuya running around with Rage Drive right now. If he hits that, that's going to be an easy bit of damage. Oh, dropped it off of that. That's okay.
seems Game & Watch is trying to do its ledge guarding strategy.
He's starting to shield the uppy. I think that's very smart on Shun stage. Is that? Ooh, the forward air hitting. He was at 177. There's no way.
Kazuya's first stock down, even 2-2, both at 0.
Yeah, however, we got to remember the bigger picture for this, too. It's 5-2 right now on overall stocks, so...
Yeah, that's not...
Yeah, Shun stage, SVSU can't really afford to lose much more stocks, so hopefully he can keep up with Game & Watch, because it looks like he's just getting camped by up B.
Especially because after this he has to fight. If he does win...
Holy cow, this is the game that we are playing. Kazuya trying to get in on Game & Watch up B. Yeah, because the thing is, we are playing to win, and that's how Game & Watch does it, unfortunately. Ooh. Yeah, the grab reading the air dodge, it kind of just limits all of Kazuya's options. Ooh, I thought Rage Drive was coming through there. I know Kazuya does have some, like, invincibility, some armor, some shenanigans, generally.
Ooh,
wow.
Kazuya's down to his last stock.
Yeah, it is super tough trying to get in on this Game & Watch. Yeah, Future has definitely adapted very well overall to the matchup. Yeah, because, I mean, he's hitting the buttons that do the trick. Ooh, wow. Almost burying there. This could be a stock here from, ooh. I forget that Shun Sage, or not Shun Sage, Game & Watch does have that counter reflect style move. As the charged up power. Ooh, that almost hit, and that might be Game & Watch's stop. Game & Watch is so light. Wow. I'm surprised that killed. That was at 68 before the grab. How's your Rage Drive? Just take. Ooh, no.
Oh.
Wow.
There is game.
Pace Gold. Yeah, I was gonna say Pace Gold taking game 2. That is wild.
It means it's now 1-1. This third match will be the tiebreaker to determine which team overall wins.
Yeah, because I am on A team as well, I might have to check in with them just to see if I end up getting thrown in. So I will be right back.
I'll be alone again.
Yeah, we will see what happens. It was a good set. Yeah, I might be back, I might not, but either way, go Cards.
Talk to Julian and get that.
Good games today, and yeehaw.
All right. Hey, so it seems I'm all so lonely once again. Seems all the other three have left me. So yeah, I think maybe just will be me for this one, unless someone else comes in. I don't know. I'll go check to see if anyone else wants to join me. If not, y'all got me, all the lovely blah, blah, word vomit. You get me, lovely people. I'll be right back to go check. That was a really good set of matches. Hello, everyone. I will not be so alone. Seth is coming back. He will be joining us shortly before we begin the third and final match, which is the tiebreaker to determine which team will win. So this is going to be definitely an interesting set of matches. I cannot wait to see how the stocks, if you say, I don't know, pieces fall, whatever. I'm kind of just talking to save up time till Seth joins. No, I don't know. Still new to this whole casting thing. Huh. I think these last two rounds are interesting. That Game & Watch is very tough, so it's going to be interesting to see how 18 tries to handle it in this match. You know. Okay. He's back.
Hello, Cardinals.
Do you,
I return.
do you also put on a radio voice like Andrew?
So I try not to. Like, I don't want to go full on like, hello, Cardinals, and welcome to Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. It's like, I don't know. I feel like it's good to have like a good, like, voice to like enunciate things. Like, I definitely try to like dictate what I'm saying more. Like, I don't know. I want to be more articulate rather than rushing all of my words and just like jumbling them all together, because I feel like that makes for a much clearer like thing. But anyways, Battlefield. Let's see who they're playing. Ooh, Violet Isabel.
Okay.
That's gonna be really interesting, actually.
Yes. Now, is this a button test? Is the question.
It's likely. I know Pace Gold does like their button tests, and rightfully so. But button checks are very important. I mean, it's better to figure out your stuff is going wrong before the match rather than during. However, this looks to be
Just
the actual match itself.
So it's interesting. We haven't seen either of these characters in the past 2 matches, correct?
Well, we saw Isabel earlier. Byleth, we did not. So this is going to be very interesting to see. I actually don't know much about this map. That reaches flat. I didn't know that. That's funny.
Yeah, I forgot it's what was seen earlier. First match was a walk.
Oh, whoa.
Already down.
Well, that's
one stock.
we take those for SVSU.
Is this a button test? Yes.
So
That was a button test?
it might not have been,
Might not have been?
because that seemed to be very much so an actual match, and I think he just gave up.
Who was Violet?
Byleth was not us.
So did they give... they're not taking stocks off. So was that just a button?
Yeah.
Yes, that was just a button test. Okay. That was weird. Okay, actual match. Oh, it's the Bill versus
Actually, you know, I honestly couldn't tell if it was a button check. They were both on opposite stages, so it could have very well have been a button check.
Okay, well...
So this seems like actual neutral again. Yeah, I couldn't tell last time because they started attacking each other. I'm like, huh. Yeah, we'll see how this ends up going. I noticed the Byleth is going in a lot more now that it's not a button check. Trying to read the recovery there. Yeah, I love the Animal Crossing upbeat.
Don't they have like one...
What does that kill?
Oh!
72 after the
That is
hit.
down
That
at
is wild. Yeah, the strong F smash coming out from Byleth. Down tilt for some reason not connecting to Isabel there.
Overall, how do you feel this matchup is for either character?
I think Byleth definitely wins. But
Big butt or little butt? Or is it a medium butt?
Ooh, another F smash.
Oh!
Whoa!
Isabel's down to the last
That is
stock.
unfortunate. I know. Yeah, Byleth is just reading the neutral get-ups on ledge, and that's just what's taking the stock super early. Oh my! I thought that was gonna be the game.
Ooh.
Just these huge smash attacks coming out from this Byleth here. It's crazy to see. We're gonna see if something else ends up coming out. Oh yeah. Does that get another? Okay, I was gonna say that was an up smash. All of these smash attacks just kind of hang. It's just, yeah, this is crazy to watch. Oh, the pocket. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna see if Isabel can take one stock because I know that's his goal. There's the regrab. Ooh. That's a stock for SVSU. Wow.
2-1.
Yeah, this is going to be really tough to come back from for Puff here, but it's definitely doable. I've actually seen him come back from worse. However, online could change the game, and I know Isabel is a character that he's been picking up as of recently. However, he does know his stuff. Yeah, this Violet just keeps sending Isabel off the stage, and it's just... I feel like Isabel struggles when it comes to actually trying to come back. Wow, that up tilt connecting there.
Game 2-1, 2-0. Yeah, so it's now currently 8.
Yeah, Pace at 8, SVSU at 6. Pace taking game 1. Yeah, that was a devastating first 2 stocks. Yeah, but because we're muted.
We're not muted.
I can't. You randomly cut out.
Uh-oh.
At least I think.
Do we cut out?
Yeah, I think we should be good on sound. Test, check 1 2, test 1 2, checking, talking.
Hello, talking.
We're good? Sweet, okay.
Okay, we're back. My question was, who do you think SVSU would have the best chance of sending in to beat Byleth?
Beat Byleth? Well, I know we do have a Byleth ourselves, and so...
So do you think they'll do Byleth, or is that
I think it's unlikely, but it definitely is possible. Right now, I think they may send in Kazuya, because I know... So, like, we have a Byleth on our team, and I know that our Kazuya player, Casey, he might know the matchup, just because, like, friendlies amongst the team. So, definitely see what happens there. I'm genuinely unsure what they would pull out against Byleth. Looks to be Kazuya, though.
Okay.
So
let's hope this is not a Team C hero situation.
yeah. So, yeah, Byleth has to SD once, and then we'll see what happens from there. Here we go, Casey testing his Electric Wind God Fist. The literal stock magnet. Oh, avoids the grab, gets the Electric Wind, and oh. Yeah, that's always the scary thing, is yeah, Kazuya's Electric Wind God Fist is that little, like, uppercut punch, that one there. It can kind of just eat stocks out of nowhere if people aren't ready for it.
Byleth is already up to 87 and it just started.
Exactly. Kazuya has some of the highest damage output out of any character in the whole cast. He's just stepping back from that F smash. We saw it happen before. Ooh! Really good dragon uppercut. Yeah, that's another really good kill move on Kazuya because he's pretty much invincible during it. I forget it's like invincible intangibility. Ooh, speaking of that, oh, I thought he was gonna get the stock off of that. So that little trick that he did there, Kazuya's neutral air, it hits down like that, so it's just like a little punch, and he was trying to do like a chain of it to drag him all the way down off stage. Oh, I thought that was gonna happen.
Your voice got high.
I get very excited watching this game.
I mean, honestly. Okay.
It's a very fun game, and also I really like watching Casey play. Casey, he's actually the one who uses the tag Shunned Sage. This is his switch that they're playing on. Yeah, super good player, super fun to play with. His Kazuya is nuts.
Ooh.
However, Byleth back air. Yeah, the jump
Kazuya's-
over back air is honestly just an option that is often overlooked by a lot of people off of ledge. Ooh, that almost killed. Oh, the up.
Okay.
Oh, almost evening up the game after that.
Only
Sick.
one stock higher.
So interesting. Do you think that Pace might send in Game & Watch? Because they did fight Game & Watch and won against Kazuya last match.
I think they are 100% going to send in Game & Watch. Only because of what happened last time. Because Game & Watch Kazuya is just such a polarizing matchup. They're likely going to throw that in. And then we did sub in a player that can hopefully end up doing better against Game & Watch because we tried to. I mean, game 3, we're trying to do better about Game & Watch, I suppose. But, I mean, I feel like our players also learned a bit after that last game as well. So we'll definitely see what happens. Yeah, I'm not sure what players they have on their team right now. It could be, like, it could be Game & Watch, but also their other player could be, like, I don't know, they could send in Wii Fit, Pit, Sephiroth. Like, I've seen a few different characters today that they haven't pulled out again. So it'll definitely be interesting to see what they end up doing. They could just be pulling from a big pool of characters to kind of just mix up what they're doing so that we don't expect what they're doing. However, with some of the characters that they did use, they did perform very well, especially in like that second game. So in that second game, like Game & Watch specifically just kind of wrecked house. So it's likely that they're going to end up doing that.
I mean, that is
Especially on something like Small Battlefield. Small Battlefield is something that Game & Watch can kind of camp on.
That is what I would do too. If Game & Watch did really well last game and we're down, it's 5-6. And you knew you beat Kazuya last time, and you know it's Kazuya. I would send in Game & Watch too because you could probably
Ooh,
Alex.
it's exciting actually. Okay, so
Hey, not
how's
so predictable.
Kazuya, Steve. Oh, there he goes.
Okay.
Yeah, Kazuya Steve. Well, Kazuya Alex. Yeah, ooh, 38 damage for 450,
60. Oh, it
Oh
just
my
keeps getting higher.
That is Steve in a nutshell. I thought that was actually going to be a crazy setup. If there was a pressure plate there, that would have been a stock.
Oh my god.
Steve as a character just continues to baffle me every time I see it. Wow. Okay, but either way. So I feel like Shun Sage, knowing that the minecart is going to come out and having the reflector on deck, that can lead to some nasty stuff.
You guys
Also, Alex at 75%. Kazuya has Rage Drive right now, which is a little grab that can just eat stocks. Minecart coming out here, reflected into Rage. No, Anvil, wow.
Kazuya is down. The last stock.
Oh, Steve doing ledge campy thing. Ooh, that's stock? Oh.
It's not stock.
Yeah, Gates of Hell is the name of that throw there. It sends at a devastating angle for most characters. Ooh, really good recovery option from Kazuya. Almost reading the drop down from block there with an up smash, just barely missing it. Yeah, simply trying to, closing out that
1 to
stock with
2.
just that little intangible squat run there, leading into a dragon uppercut. Ooh. Minecart going under the block wall there. Kazuya with Rage Drive, however, getting hit by Minecart there at 120. It's going to be tough for him to get back from here. Oh, Rage Drive is gone. However, Shield is looking like a Skittle. I wonder, he's going to try and put pressure on there. There was no way he was shielding it because it would have shield broke. So Minecart just going through there. I think his only option there was like parry. Or maybe roll, but I don't think he had enough time for that. Steve taking game 2. Or, no, technically game 3 of the set, but
5-3.
yeah, 5-3 is a score. Pace favored. I wonder what SVSU will end up doing next, because I know, yeah, Steve with 2 stocks, and they have a whole nother player, which is likely a Game & Watch. So depending on what SVSU decides to do, this could be a really tough to turn around set. Yeah, it's definitely exciting though. This team is really, really good.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, because I mean, I like to think that our team is really good too. Because like Yeah, we're. Hmm.
Oh,
Oh, so we are both playing and not playing small battlefield.
they're just kind of like fighting over yes and no right now.
Hmm.
I wonder what stage picks there'll be.
You want to know what we haven't seen in a while? Kalos.
Yeah, Kalos. I don't know. I'm kind of iffy about that stage. I don't give that stage a lot of love. Oh, so they're not doing small battlefield.
You give it a little bit of love though, just like a little.
I mean, occasionally for some characters. Um, I don't know. I really like so because I'm a K role player, I really like having the side platforms like on Pokemon Stadium, Small Battlefield, Battlefield even because that also has a top plat. But things like Kalos, those ones that are on the side, I don't know. They kind of stop some of the things that I like doing.
Mm.
However, it is really good for like two framing, which is essentially when people try to grab ledge and there's a 2-frame window that you can use that you can still hit them. And you can just hit them straight downwards and it just takes
Oh,
stocks.
it's Pokemon Stadium.
Pokemon Stadium 2, the Gentleman's Stage.
Gentlemen.
Yeah. So PS2 is probably the most like classic stage. It's very neutral. So yeah, a lot of the times when people are like in tournaments and things, and they just don't want to go through the rigmarole of picking stages, it's like, oh, do you want to do Gentleman's PS2?
Now I'm just imagining the stage wearing a tuxedo.
Yeah.
Just the stage, no one else.
Yeah, Pokemon Stadium 2. Well, maybe 3 will have the tuxedo.
It has a monocle, a little cigar off the bottom. What is going on with my voice? Boom. Oh,
Byleth, Steve. I'm excited to see the Byleth. I know Kendo Melon's Byleth is really good, except I know he has a lot more experience offline, so we'll definitely see how this goes. Yep, Steve having to take some stocks. I think just one stock,
just
right?
one. It's 5-3. So.
Ooh, we will see how this goes. I know Steve is likely going to want to wall off, so it's going to make it tough for Byleth to get in. However, Byleth does have a lot of disjoints.
Yeah, so this match can literally determine potentially who wins.
Yeah, honestly, it's all about patience, I think. That and that large hitbox there that just beats out wall plus... Oh, wow.
That was a really combo.
Yeah, Steve forward air always surprises me. Yeah, because it... Oh, that's back air, yeah. It does just hit like a bus. Catching Byleth's jump there, that is tragic.
2-2.
Yeah, the minecart there caught Byleth's jump. Stage, Byleth only has like jump, air dodge, and up B, which resorting to air dodge and up B, air dodge wasn't making it, and up B didn't quite do it either. Ooh, wow.
This is not looking good for Byleth.
No, that's okay. Yeah. Ooh, Steve going for the up B as a combo starter. It's very interesting. Ooh, just a raw diamond F smash.
1-2.
Yeah, the taunt was not cool, but... Yeah, we're hoping to get one stock. There we go. It's 1-1.
Okay. If can win this, it will be a battle, but they could potentially win the next one.
I was going to say, they both started at 0. It's an even one stock game right now. Well, now 43, 46, 56.
To 4.
Yeah, however, I know, yeah, Kendo Melon can definitely pull stocks out of nowhere. Yeah, Steve is super scary with how just like creative you can get with all of the combos, the setups, the things like that. So Violet definitely just has to work around this obstacle course. Wow, it's just super tough to get in, I feel. However, one good read can just win the game right here. Good air dodge to get out of there. Minecart hits like a truck, though. Ooh, okay. Really good navigation from Kendo Melon coming out of there. Oh, but the anvil. Yep, so that is the set, actually. So Pace Gold wins against SVSU 2-1, but it was a really good set, actually. Really good players on both sides. I was actually very surprised by a lot of the people they pulled out.
Definitely the Gamer Watch was the most surprising to me.
Yeah, the game, yeah, honestly, a lot of their players, you can tell that they go to stuff, they do stuff, play a lot of online. Yeah. Yeah, overall, a very good set. Lots of really good showmanship from both sides.
Definitely.
Whew.
Well,
That's it for our second week of Smash Esports here at SVSU. Hope you enjoyed the set and have a wonderful night. Yeah, we ended up running a little bit later tonight than we normally do, but yeah, hopefully that doesn't end up happening next week or any other weeks after that, I suppose.
yeah.